Second half of the title matches from here at beautiful Holiday Bowl in beautiful Albuquerque. VAnessa ROmero on the cusp of her first career title, but the theme of the last half hour has been whiffed 10 pins, and there's another one which gives the faintest of hopes to hear number 2 seed Nathan Price. Top seed Trey Sledge looking to finish off a very impressive day. Leads by 17 early on over Danny Cobine. This is the 9th frame for Price. He's getting 19 pins, but he's trailing by 40 something.
Get it.
Oh man. Just a plumb rotten break right there as a two-hander, all that power. Somehow manages to leave a 5-7. These twister pins can carry a little funny sometimes. Twister pins are purely synthetic pins if you don't have them in your area. And they do react a little differently than wooden pins. This is going to be close. Yep. A little too much of the 5 is just about going to wrap it up. Well, realistically it does wrap it up. So for Nathan, he hadn't made a cut before today. Finally found a pattern he liked and pulled fantastic today. Turned his first cut into his first finals. He won a finals match. He beat Blaine Hurst, who looked like he was going to run the ladder until he got up to Price to get here. It's never satisfactory to a competitor to finish in second, but by far his best finish. He'll be upset at himself for a few minutes and he'll be really happy with what he did today. But VAnessa has been on some kind of run and is finally going to finish it off with one of these wins. Cobine with a chance here to double in the 5th.
Shot.
Good ball. Crawls within 7 and can take the lead off of Sledge if he can get 3 in a row on the 6th. Nice job with the spare for Price. Pulled 200 scratch last game. He's only going to be in the 140s this time, but nothing to hang his head about here. Nobody was touching V-row today.
From 0 to 0.
Sheesh.
Not 0, but you get the idea.
It was a good line, Ryan. I like that one. All right. Huge shot for Cobine. For a lead. The lead is his. And the victory lap is hers.
Harry.
Flat 10, doesn't matter. She's one mistake was missing that 10 the last frame, but it's academic at this point. And again, if tradable, I'm going to get loud on this one. Again, the very best thing to ever happen in the history of a Tony Romo jersey.
First win for Tony Romo.
Tony Romo's first title at anything comes in a junior bowling tournament. Woo! Move over, Romo. We got ROmero. These things just write themselves, kids. Oh, Sledge is high and can't break up the split. And oh boy, Sledge is in trouble. ROmero is in title time for the talented Les Gruson. Awesome job out of VAnessa. More to be done over here in the scratch division. Trey's got to give this 6-7 a little bit of a try here. Doesn't have it. Wow, so he's going to fall behind by about 25 out of nowhere. After his opening double, Sledge looked like he was just going to run away with it. A pocket 7-10 in the 3rd. Change things a little, and here comes Cobine roaring back with 3 in a row now in the 7th frame to extend the lead. Things change quickly in bowling. No! We talked about the funny carry on those twister pins. More often than not, those 4-9 things tend to stand up. In this case, they both teeter over for a huge 4-bagger. My goodness. You know, if Trey doesn't end up bowling a high score, Jacob Gill might have a aneurysm right in front of our face, because he had this title match in the bag. And gave it to Danny. It looks like Danny's taking full advantage right here. Make it 5 as he sends the pin vertically across the lane. A little bit of Trey's own medicine, as nobody sends the pins across the lane harder than Trey, but he is in huge trouble right now. I love that. He can only strike out for 212, and he's going to need at least that. There we go. Trey won his first title earlier this season after making quite an introductory statement on tour with back-to-back finishes at his home house of Eastridge last season from Amarillo. Just pure raw power. That's what pure raw power will do. That was an arrow to the right, and he gets the 2-pin off the sideboard. For the nastiest graphic I've ever seen in a bowling center, the double fiery pecks of bowling success. Just absolutely ridiculous.
Jeff, you obviously haven't seen the fat guy one.
Oh, I don't care for the fat guy one either. This whole these whole graphics seem obsessed with body image, and I'm not a big fan. I think I'm just jealous that I resemble the spare more than the strike. Danny can ice it here with the strike in the 9th. Even Marks will do in the 9th and 10th. Almost gets the light hit to wrinkle that time. Spare here, and 17 fill in the 10th will win it. However, spares have not been a given for Cobine here in this stepladder. For anybody almost in this stepladder. This time he has it. All right, any combination of 17. And it'll be a return to the winner's circle for old man Cobine. Turned 22 yesterday. You have to be 21 or under at the start of the season, so this is his golden watch retirement season. Make most of it while I can. Of course, you're never done with this. You got doubles, you got team, you got alumni, TSC. Big crowd here, silent on a Sunday.
Shot, Danny.
I think he doesn't want this. It's been a long time. Another 7-pin, so he does drop 1-pin account there, so spare 8 is now the winning combination. He's happier to leave that than a 10-pin, though. Well, he got to this match by his semifinal opponent missing a 10. Will he make a corner to earn the title? All right, no problem there.
Come on, Danny.
8, 9, or 10, it's Cobine. Anything less, Trey will have a chance to take it away. How big is that missing the count off the 7-10 earlier? That would make the shot much tougher. Tie. It's a title. 214 for Danny. That's enough to win it all. Got it. And I'll say that again. Think back to the 3rd frame when Trey left that unfortunate 7-10, then got a little frustrated and missed the count, and 8 out instead of 8-1. He could be trying to double for the win. Instead, it's just filler time right here.
Strike out the tie.
Little things, guys, little things. That's the lesson. Nonetheless, Trey's going to win a lot of titles with this. There's no question about that. Danny's been winning titles for a long time with us.
It's like 24, he's on 11 gold.
Danny is actually 37 years old. We're going to check the birth certificate there. So here we go. Chase. You look at that and you're like, how does he not average 300? But it's a fickle game, this bowling game. Look at all these Tampa Bay shirts in the audience on Super Bowl Sunday, by the way.
Tampa Bay has a team?
Minus $1 million. Well, 1 AA, they're in the lower bracket playoffs. How about another hand of your special runner-up, Trey Sledge. Bowled absolutely